Guys, Realtor Mike here. In this episode, I will share with you tips on how to choose a property. We'll focus it on the residential property, whether for end use, gusto nyo tiran, or for investment. I've had two clients wanted to unload their property, but we are having some difficulty since merong konting, let's say, undesirable traits, which turns off some buyers since there are a lot of properties being sold in that particular village. Ang issue ko dyan kasi, some brokers and agents, not all, in the desire to sell the property, they sort of cover up the not so desirable traits and even, justify these things. In my opinion, when you're selling a property, the buyer should be eyes open with everything. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Di ba? Yung magandang traits of the property, the not so good traits, and everything else in between. In the future, when your buyer decides to unload, to sell, hindi surprising. Itong dalawang clients ko were really surprised by it because their agent apparently told them, no, it's okay, those traits are overshadowed by so-and-so, ganyan. So that's my appeal to my fellow brokers and the agents, especially the young ones. You just tell everything, and they will appreciate you for that, being honest. You may not get the sale, but babalikan ka, and your reputation will be intact. Let's go to the list. I've divided it into the desirables and the undesirables. The number one desirable trait, it's a corner lot. Yan. Many prefer this, and the developers know this. That's why they put in 500 peso to 2,000 peso per square meter premium on corner lots. Bakit siya maganda? Because of aesthetic. You have two faces of the property. One warning lang with the corner lots, it may eat up some of your lot, since requirement ng mga villages is to have more setbacks, anything fronting the streets. Number two, orientation. The east facing is the most desired generally because of the morning sun. So maganda sa umaga. Normally the master bedroom is situated in front of the property, facing there. So and the living area. So it is very nice. And the afternoon, medyo mainit, So if it's the other way around yung west, medyo mas mainit. But of course, yung mga magagaling na architects ngayon, they overcome these challenges because not every property is east facing. So they make remedial measures. I have a west facing property, so may konting remedials, Sa feng shui naman, they say it's east, but generally, as I've been encountering my Filipino-Chinese clients, it depends on their birthday. Another desirable trait is near the facility. Clubhouse, swimming pool, yung basketball court, but there's a noise factor there. Many of my clients desire properties that are near to the facilities but not so near. Not so near means a street or two streets away, para may buffer for the noise that it may cause. But generally, of course, they want it somewhere near the facilities. Another desirable is a regular shape of the property. Rectangular or squarish, generally, mas attractive yung regular shape versus the irregular shape. So minsan, there are some irregular shape properties that they have very small frontages and very wide sa sides. Sa feng shui, meron sinasabi nila dustpan shape that the luck, yung prosperity daw will have a difficult time going out. Yan. So, it's a lucky shape. So, iba-iba talaga, Nun sa regular shape, the most desirable is the one that has rectangular siya pero the frontage is wider than the sides. They call it medalla in terms of design because the house will look bigger than it actually is. Again, good architects can overcome these irregular shaped challenges. Another desirable is the elevation. So the higher it is, better views, the more desirable. But there's again a warning to that. The construction cost may be higher. The property is high. The positive of that is that they can make 4 or 5 levels, Pero yung construction cost yan, yung excavation pa lang, is really very high. Yun. So yun ang trade-offs niyan. So walang perfect, but there are trade-offs, So let's go naman to the not so desirable, The problem of one of the lots that I mentioned earlier, It's a tumbok lot. They have different terms, T lot, letter T. Merong key lot, they call it, So essentially, what is a tumbok lot? The tumbok lot is that the street, when you go straight, it hits that particular lot. For me, it had a practical reason before. why it is, they say, not so lucky. So when, for example, there's a truck that loses their brakes, ang unang tatamaan sa street na yun is the tumbok lot. So it's a practical scenario which has evolved into a spiritual thing na malas daw and so on and so forth. Well, since I don't believe that, but in terms of reselling, nagkakaproblema yan. And if we will go through the, let's say, a priority selling, those lots are the ones that are left behind. One short story I'll share with you regarding this tumbok lot. Positive naman, no? I had a co-broker, so he had a big lot in Ayala Heights, so 2,000 square meters or 1,000 square meters. And it was a tumbok lot, no? But so there were viewings, and he would say to pre-qualify the agents or the buyers. He said it's a tumbok lot. Many inquiries would decline the viewing. I don't like the tumbok lot. But there's a client, no, that went to the lot. He said it was tumbok. When he went up the road and saw the lot, he said, "Perfect. That's the lot that I want." Many people believe. There are some people who don't believe in these things. If you're a one-time lot buyer, I would dissuade you from buying such properties. The next not so desirable is that the property is near the MRF. What is the MRF? MRF is the Materials Recovery Facility, or where they put the trash. Yung STP, Sewage Treatment Plant. Another is the water tanks. Yan, pag nasa harapan mo yan, some buyers will pass. So those things are put in the maps. Sometimes people are not familiar with those terms. Ideally, yung STP should work like no odors yan, no smell, no anything. But sometimes it has their problems. Okay, so as much as possible, avoid those areas. The last not so desirable is about the perimeter fence of a village. The closer you are to the perimeter, the less desirable it is. Yan, because of security, because of noise, and because of other factors. So as much as possible, try to get properties not beside the perimeter, somewhere near the middle of the community. And lang, as much as possible. So all these things, yung desirables and not desirables, are not absolutes. You may still have a beautiful property even if it's a T-lot, the perimeter, or irregular cut. There's a counter to everything. There's a remedial measure to everything. These are just general guidelines you may want to consider when choosing a property. So let me know below if you have other desirables and not desirables that I may have missed. Again, this is Realtor Mike saying stay safe and stay in faith. God bless.